Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. We are setting up to go live everywhere as soon as this.
Everywhere, everything, all at once.
There we go. Okay, so we're on here. And we're on the Married.Mommy.Maestra podcast. Yeah. Bienvenidos a otro capítulo de Married.Mommy.Maestra. Today I'm here with Miss Piper Pearson.
Hello, everybody.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Now people are going to be like coming in, coming out, maybe popping in, giving some questions.
Okay.
So we'll just keep it rolling.
Okay. Well, my name is Piper. This is my first podcast, so bear with me. I'm the owner of the Azalea Project, which is a student enrichment program and tutoring program. And I guess that's what I'm here for. I could tell y'all all about me if you want to know about my life, but...
I mean, we can start with who you are, where you came from. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into, like,
Great.
The Azalea Project.
Okay, I'm from Detroit, Michigan originally. I went to Howard University where I studied PR and African American Studies. And now I'm here. I moved to Houston in 2018 to get my master's and to teach, which is where I met this lovely lady. We won't say much more about that.
But I mean, we could get into it. I don't care. We don't work there anymore.
I would say one thing, we made some good friendships from that whole situation. But I'm glad we're on to other things.
Okay, so se llama Piper. Vino de Detroit y luego fue a Howard University. En 2018 se vino a Houston, Texas, and ahí fue donde empezó a ser maestra, que fue donde nosotras nos conocimos. Y no vamos a hablar mucho sobre la escuela, pero sí vamos a decir que encontramos unas amistades muy buenas y por eso estamos aquí, porque, you know, we worked through the struggle together.
Progressive struggle. Oh my gosh.
If it makes you feel any better, nobody is here.
We've got one.
Oh, we got one viewer.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so why don't we start with why did you choose the school that you went to?
Howard?
Mm-hmm.
Howard was just my dream school. I was ready to fight tooth and nail to go to Howard. I was ready to graduate with thousands of dollars in debt. It was the one. I don't know why. I know I have a cousin who went to Howard. She's a little older than me, and I think that's what put it on my radar. But when I think about, I don't know what we do, like I'm a young black woman, that is an HBCU, you know, they create some really strong and great black people, and it's me, you know, so it's very fitting for me to go there, and I wouldn't change that. I'm glad I didn't do the thousands of dollars in debt though. But I was prepared. That's how bad I wanted it. So.
Were you there on scholarship or you just worked through it?
I took my ACT like 6 times so I could get that scholarship money, and it came through, so I was there on scholarship for, I think the only thing I had to pay for it was like room and board.
Oh.
So that was like, my dad made sure to handle that so I didn't have any student loans, which I'm very appreciative now. I don't know what I would do with a little student loan.
I don't know either. I mean, I haven't finished school, so I don't know, period. But, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I know, I mean...
It's stressful.
It's stressful.
Life is hard enough.
It really is. Oh my God. So, le pregunté por qué fue la escuela que... por qué escogió la escuela donde... I'm sorry, we just had a tequila shot and I think it's... I'm starting to speak in circles. Le pregunté que por qué escogió la escuela donde fue, que es Howard University. Dijo que es, ya hemos platicado antes, un HBCU, que es la mayoría personas afroamericanas, y ella quiso ir allí, dijo que siempre fue su sueño ir allí, y iba a tomar el, You know.
Do you know?
Iba a hacer el sacrificio de ir ahí, aunque tenga que pagar mucho dinero, pero estudió mucho, sacó buenas calificaciones en sus exámenes para poder sacar una beca y lo único que tuvo que pagar fue estar viviendo ahí. Like, I got through it. I think I said everything.
Great job. I think so. You know, I can listen, and I feel like you hit all of my points. I think so.
Okay, thanks.
No, thank you.
Thank you to the people who are popping in. Oh, Shayla, hey. Shayla's been on my show. She knows I struggle with the translations. It's so much easier when it's someone who actually speaks Spanish because they do it. I don't have to do the extra thinking.
I'm working on it. I'm getting better and better. You know.
Are you?
I am. This is completely unrelated, but I started working at Marshall's on the weekend.
Okay.
And so we have to wear this headpiece, so I have to listen to like Spanish all the time, so it's helping me like brush back up on my stuff, and then I try to use it when I can, especially if it's someone who, like a customer, like speaking mostly Spanish, so that I can practice. Like I need it. I want to be bilingual. It's time.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you saw, but it was all over my feed just because like I follow a billion like Spanish speaking people or whatever, so it was like a big deal. Like now Texas is like majority Hispanic, so it's like we're no longer the minority.
Yeah,
now we're taking over, so it's like you need the extra Spanish.
Absolutely,
we're
need the extra Spanish. Yes.
But anyway, let's get back on track before we start veering away. Education. Okay, what did you say you studied?
At Howard, I studied public relations with a minor in African American studies.
How did you end up being a teacher?
I don't really know. I always grew up saying that I would never do it, and then I went and did it. So
same.
I just found a program. I knew when I graduated from school, honestly, God's honest truth, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't moving back home. Like, not having a job was not an option. So I picked a city first. I picked Houston, and then I found a program that bought me some time. So I know I'm good with kids. I've always worked with kids in some way, shape, or form. So I'm like, well, let me just see. Like, and I had 2 years. I was in school. I'm like, okay, I'll just be seeing if I like it or not. And then 2 years turned to 3. 3 could have turned to 4, but it didn't. But I don't know how I ended up teaching. I think it's just kind of in me. And it was the easy choice, if I'm being completely honest.
I mean, that's usually what people say.
Yeah.
It's the backup choice. It's the easy choice. It's, you know, people always need teachers.
You always need teachers, but you need good teachers, though. So, like, if you don't like kids or something, I feel like that shouldn't be your easy choice. Like, it's an easy profession to get into, but it's not an easy profession to maintain.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're not made for it, it's not worth the struggle.
No, it's absolutely not worth the struggle. It's absolutely not.
Like, you really have to love what you do in order to stay there. And I know people who love teaching, love education, love working with kids, and they still, like, don't think that it's worth it. It is so hot in here. I cannot. I'm like, at this point, it is like,
it's terrible. You're like red.
I know, it is hot.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
The fan was going really well. The tequila
probably
amped it right up.
Because I was like doing fine, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, I can't breathe. It is hot. And then I don't want to open the door because there's a creature out there.
There's a creature out there.
So we're just gonna...
An unidentified creature that flies.
I don't do flying things. I can't. What were we talking? Le pregunté
Teaching.
cómo empezó a ser maestra. Y dijo que la verdad solo escogió... Su primer paso después de graduarse de la escuela fue escoger una ciudad escogió Houston y luego encontró un programa donde empezó a estudiar para eso. Ella siempre ha estado trabajando con niños en una manera u otra, entonces cuando empezó eso, pues, se hizo
The
maestra.
rest is history.
Why Houston?
I have absolutely no idea. So that's going to be, you're going to ask me questions and
You're like, just
I wish I could make sense of it. I don't know. I just knew I wanted something different, which baby, I got that. I wanted something different and I wanted to go somewhere to like grow. That's all I had to say. And I don't know, Houston just landed on my radar. For what reason, I have no idea. And then when I found the program, I found out like Houston financially appreciates their teachers way more than other, like, well, I guess Texas, way more than other states.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like, the things are adding up. Like, I guess this is what we're going to do. I don't think I thought I would get down here and, like, be stuck. Because I feel like my home kind of stuck. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. But it's so far and it's so different that, like, I have no choice but to make roots and, like, create a life here. So.
Yeah. And it's a big difference. I mean, I come from the same place. So
Right.
I know what you mean. Like, you were looking for a difference, you got the difference.
I got so much different, and I think I should have been more specific about, like, how different I wanted it to be, because nothing could have prepared me for what I got down here. But I finally, you know, you knew me when I was ready to leave.
Yeah.
So I finally, like, I'm here. Like, I'm okay with it, so.
No sabe por qué escogió Houston. De hecho, dijo que le voy a hacer muchas preguntas y no va a saber la respuesta para las preguntas. Pero sí, escogió Houston porque quería algo diferente. Y Houston es muy diferente a Detroit. Like, sabe que yo vine del mismo lugar, so yo sé, yo entiendo qué tan diferente es estar allá y estar acá. Pero igual hubo algún momento cuando ella estaba lista para irse, pero decidió quedarse aquí y ahora se siente bien estando aquí. Y va a empezar a poner sus raíces y crecer, porque ella lo que quería era una diferencia y poder crecer. So, now we're here.
Now we are here. Stuck like Chuck.
I feel like I had questions written down and I'm going to look for them because I swear they're somewhere.
When did you get here? When did you move to Houston?
I came here right before my...
you were in high
right
school?
before I started high school.
Mm-hmm.
Right before my 9th grade year. And it was different.
It's different. It's different. It's so different. It's so different in every way.
I don't think I was ready.
It's a major adjustment.
But it wasn't my choice.
Right.
So I just kind of got dragged along to a new, different state. And
across the
country. But
That's
I mean,
fun.
I love it. I honestly feel like this is where I grew up.
Yeah.
Where I started planting my roots, and I wouldn't change a thing. I don't think that I would be where I'm at had I stayed over there. I think my life would have went like completely different. But that's neither like here nor there. Like
I know, yeah. But that's a fact though. I feel the same way. If I didn't leave, if I stayed home for school, completely different life.
Yeah.
Like this person that's here, like she wouldn't be here. She wouldn't exist. So
I was very like, I'm going to go to Michigan State and I'm going to be a physical therapist and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And it's just not. No.
Michigan State was a good school. That was on my list of schools for state schools, but you had to get out of the state. I had to go somewhere else.
Why do you think that you felt the need to leave?
At the time, I just wanted to leave. Like, I wanted to get away. I couldn't wait to be grown. Like, you know the vibes. But now, I don't know why I think I wanted to leave. I think it just was written, honestly. Like, that's what I was supposed to do. Like, I wasn't meant to get stuck there. And I feel like a lot of the things that would have kept me there, like, they would crumble, like, they would fall apart. So it's just like, okay, this is more and more signs as to, like, yeah, you're gonna have to leave. So between wanting to go to Howard so bad and then wanting so badly to be grown, like, I knew I was always leaving. And I don't think I opened up to the possibility of going back until I moved down here, and I just felt too far from home, so I'm like homesick. Like, now I want to go back. But I was always ready to go, ready to explore and like experience. Like, that's my vibe. I love experiences.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's just part of who I am and what I'm supposed to do.
Wanting that freedom to just do. To literally just
do. And I don't have to be doing anything, but I want to choose if I'm doing something, if I'm doing nothing. I don't want to have to answer to anybody. That was a big reason of me leaving before. Like, I don't want to explain myself to nobody. Like, I want to be an adult. They didn't tell me about the stress
of actually being an adult.
I just wanted to hang out with my friends, not have a curfew, have my own money, not the bills. Not the job. Not the working.
Not the actual adulting.
Y'all can have it back. But it's working out. It's all working out.
I mean, everything happens for a reason.
That's what they tell me. So
I would like to know what the reason is.
What are the reasons? Are they written down? Is there a list?
Can I please have more?
Email them to me. Somebody knows something.
Let us know the reasons on Saturday when you come to the TAP events, which we'll get to that. Le pregunté si ella sabía por qué quería tanto salirse de donde estaba, porque dijo que la verdad una de las mayores partes por las que se salió del estado para ir a la escuela fue que quería tener esa libertad de poder vivir su propia vida, de no tener que explicarle a nadie qué es lo que estaba haciendo, poder salir con sus amigas y no tener que decirle a alguien a qué hora va a salir o a qué hora va a regresar, que yo pienso que es algo que todos alguna vez damn, I was doing so good.
You're doing it.
Que todos hemos pasado querer tener esa libertad de ser adultos, pero luego te conviertes en un adulto y viene todo el estrés y viene todos los biles que tienes que pagar y nadie te explica eso y todos siempre te dicen todo pasa por una razón, todo pasa a su tiempo, pero nadie nos dice por qué o cuáles son las razones. Entonces nos gustaría tener una lista de las razones por las cuales la vida es tan difícil. But let me see what those questions are. I have them on here. Ooh, so how was your experience as a teacher? Because I know, that obviously at some point leads to why you do what you do now, right? Instead of staying in the school system, which we were talking on the car, about in the car on the way here.
The school system. It was an experience. I'll say this. I love, you've heard me say, I love kids. That's evident. If you know me, it's obvious. Never the kids.
Never the kids.
It's never the kids. And I guess I kind of went into it. Like I told you, I grew up saying, I would never be a teacher. So, my mom was a teacher and my aunt is a teacher. It's in my blood, literally. So, I came into teaching. I was going to say I came into the game, but it's just teaching. But I came into teaching knowing what the school system was and, what the school system was like from literal, first-hand, second-hand experience. So, I still don't think that knowledge, prepared me for, what I was walking into. It's just such an undervalued, underappreciated place to be.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me how you get that from everywhere, because you would think that, like, at least in my school, amongst my administration, I would feel appreciated, like my efforts would go noticed and things like that, but they do not. And I guess everybody has a job, everybody has somebody to answer to.
Yeah.
But like the amount of work that teachers put in is not valued at all. Like, nobody would be anything without teachers.
Right.
Like, that's the God's honest truth. And nobody behaves that way. Nobody treats us or respects us in that way. And that's like a really hard pill to swallow. Especially because I'm a person, like, I'm words of affirmation. Like,
Same.
appreciate me. Like, let me know you love me. Like, I'm doing a good job. And you'll hear from your friends, and it's like, well, you're supposed to tell me that anyway.
It's your job.
So,
it's literally your job to make me feel good.
Literally, and like, you're half full and I'm half full. We can't make each other feel better anyway. We're just in the pits together. So, I don't know. I also feel like if I started somewhere else, maybe I would have stayed longer. I feel like I burnt out very fast where we were. And I don't think that our experience necessary, which I feel like you could speak to that. Like, our experience didn't necessarily have to be what it was.
Yeah.
It could be so much better. I don't know what was going on there, but
I mean, we were talking about it earlier. It's pretty much the same thing everywhere. Like,
do you feel like,
ask away.
I don't know.
This is a safe place.
Like, do you feel, I get the whole idea of like having to fill in and like being stretched thin, and you're going to be obviously underappreciated, undervalued everywhere, but do you feel like your efforts, like the things that you do at this school, are appreciated or noticed? Do you feel like they try to make you feel?
So I actually went in right away, like at my beginning of the year meeting with my AP supervisor, whatever, coach who was on top of me.
Yeah.
And I said, I need to know that the efforts that I'm putting here are being noticed. Like I said from jump, like, if you don't tell me that you appreciate me, I'm not going to feel appreciated. And if I don't feel appreciated,
this isn't going to work.
Like, I'm not going to give you the amount of effort that I should. And it's sucks for the kids, because if I'm not feeling like it's worth it, then I'm not giving them my full potential. And then the kids end up suffering, which
is like
the kids are never the problem.
Right.
So I think letting them know from the start helped, because they did like every now and then be like, oh, we love you. We think like, thank you for doing this, or thank you for doing that. Or they're be really good at like when I'm leaving on my way out, because like I leave before the car line finishes, because as a TA, like you leave at your given time, like you're not allowed to stay any longer, which is a big difference from over there, that I would be there until like 8 p.m. or which is like
all night,
whatever.
And back first thing in the morning.
Over there, they're like, 4:20 hits, please leave campus, because we're not about to pay you overtime. Like, go. Which I'm like, okay, fine. Like,
you know, I have to twist.
Bye.
I'm on my way.
And so I'll like walk by, and my coach will be like, thank you for filling in today, or thank you for doing that, or, you know, we love you for this.
Something so simple goes such a long way. Like, you just barking orders and giving demands and telling me what's not being met, or like what's not being done. Okay, but what about the 8,273 other things that I've done all week?
What about the 4 extra hours that I stayed to do these lesson plans that you apparently don't even read? Like,
literally, the testing, the duties, the meetings.
This could have been an email.
This could have been an email. Oh my gosh. Like, value my time at least. If you don't value me, at least tell me my time is valuable. Like, don't waste it. I don't have that much.
Yeah.
I have 2 minutes before I have to be back here in the morning, so let me be free.
Let me breathe. Yeah. So, estábamos platicando sobre que los maestros no no nos aprecian, no nos dan, yeah, like, I mean, that's pretty much it. No aprecian el trabajo que ponen los maestros. Y fue una de las razones por la que ella ya no está trabajando en la escuela. Su mamá y su tía fueron maestras, entonces ella entró a ser maestra sabiendo cómo era el sistema educativo y como quiera sabiendo eso y entrando a esa carrera no la preparó para lo que vivió en donde nosotros estábamos. Y yo le digo que la verdad es lo mismo en cualquier escuela. Like, yo ya me salí de ahí, estoy trabajando en otra escuela y como quiera haces miles de cosas que nunca te van a apreciar por las que todo el tiempo que estás haciendo todas esas cosas, pero me preguntó si yo veo una diferencia entre la última escuela donde estaba y donde estoy ahora, y le digo que yo entré a esa escuela y les dije desde el principio, desde que comencé trabajando allí, si ustedes no me están diciendo que valoran el tiempo que estoy poniendo, que aprecian todo el trabajo que estoy haciendo, yo no me voy a sentir cómoda dándoles toda mi energía, que al final de la hora sabemos que eso va a afectar a los niños. Y nosotros estamos diciendo que los niños nunca son el problema. Nosotros hacemos lo que hacemos por los niños, entonces ellos nunca son el problema, y si nosotras no nos sentimos apreciadas, no estamos poniendo todo lo que podemos en los niños y luego los niños salen afectados. So, es importante, valorar a los maestros, porque nadie tendría ninguna carrera, ningún trabajo si no fuera los maestros que les están enseñando a hacer lo que están haciendo. I made it through.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know, I also was the person who was like, I'm never going to teach. There's no way.
There's no way. You couldn't pay me enough. And here we are.
Here we are, because it's we want to be able to give these kids a better future, a brighter tomorrow, blah, blah, blah,
Literally.
all this and that. But it's
but where's the space? Where are the opportunities to do that? With the current, not even the current, the past, all of the school systems that are in play are not.
What are we going to do to fix it? And does it have a fixing? Is there a solution?
Dismantle it completely and start over. Because whenever something turns into a big business, interests, the real interests are lost. And education is 1000% a big old business.
You just want kids to show up so you can mark them presents so
Make
you can
sure
get that money.
Attendance.
Have you taken attendance?
Did you take attendance though?
Did you take attendance yet?
Take attendance.
It's the fact that I got a call while I was in the hospital bed after giving birth
about attendance.
And
I'm not even here.
Bobby Freeman.
You didn't air Bobby out.
Oh, she watches every now and then. But no, and it's not her fault either.
No, it's not. It's not. Everybody has a job to do.
I was like, ma'am, I just gave birth. No, I'm not taking attendance. And I was working virtually too, so she wouldn't have known, because admin don't communicate.
Was that the pandemic?
Yeah.
Wow, time flies when you're not having fun. Because wow, we definitely did almost a whole year of virtual school.
Yeah.
That honestly.
I loved working virtually, honestly.
It was so great. I mean, well, I guess I won't tell y'all since I'm a child care professional, so I won't tell y'all.
I know what you mean.
I was rolling out of bed just in time for our meeting. It was the best thing.
I would be laying in bed, camera off.
When it first started, God honest truth, I was asleep. Like, I'm here, but it's too early. Like, we're just getting back to work. I'm not in the swing of things anymore. I need to wake up a little more. So I would definitely be asleep.
Yeah. I mean, I was at home. I was pregnant, teaching virtually. I was just like, I don't know.
Kids might show up.
They might show up. They might not. We're marking everyone present anyway. So what is it? Like, what is the point? Everyone's here.
Literally.
Okay, I guess. Like, if these kids are going on to the next grade, never have shown up.
Literally.
But okay.
Because even when we went back, like, it was hard to get them back in the building. That was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in my life.
I liked when we were fully virtual.
Yeah.
But once it was half and half, it was like...
None of that hybrid, none of that going in the building. No.
I have no idea what was going on in my classroom while I was not there. And then it was like calling people, like, can you please tell this person to log on? Because I know they're in person and they're not in my class. And I'm teaching, so I don't know how they're going to learn anything.
And they're going to be looking at me like, this is my error. Like, this is what I did. Like, no, I did my part. I mean, I'm not a superhero. I know y'all like to think have magic powers and superheroes. No, I'm a regular person, and I can literally only do so much. Very frustrating stuff.
That is our life.
Was
our life.
I
did a podcast with someone recently, and they asked, and I want to get your opinion on this. So they were like, since everything is like technology now, and there's so much like AI, whatever, like, do you think that kids are at one point going to have like an AI teacher that's like customized to what they need and what they need to learn or whatever?
I wouldn't be surprised. Very little things would surprise me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super against AI. I think it's weird. I think it's very unnatural.
So weird.
I feel like it's a dangerous, very greedy thing to do. And also, how do I say this? Because, you know, like, if it's just me and you, like, I would say something wild. But, kids are not getting any better. Mm-hmm. So with AI, like, I feel like kids are going to continue to get lazier, continue to, like, literally lose intelligence. You don't know anything because you don't have to do anything or apply anything, and that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Like, very problematic. And I don't think that like, creators of AI don't think about it. I just think they don't really care. Like, it's such an in-the-moment, greedy type action to take. Like, what are you gaining? And why do you need to have so much knowledge? You don't need to know everything. We really don't need robots.
Yeah.
I just saw this thing probably on TikTok. It could have been Twitter. But they had like a little AI robot, and they asked it, like, basically, what's the most dangerous thing about AI? And the thing's answer was that we can become so smart that we could, like, outnumber you and, like, take over. And the fact that that's even your answer, that's like, is no one concerned? That's weird.
And we're just gonna let it go, let it keep happening?
No, like, I don't like that. Have you seen Megan?
No, because of this exact reason.
Such a dumb movie, but it's... Are you gonna watch it?
No. Probably not.
Okay, well,
I already have a thing against, like, dolls and stuff, like...
So, what's so crazy about it is there are points in the movie that I forget that Megan was a doll because she's so realistic. Mm-hmm. But she's, like, psychotic, and it's just the idea that, like, they created her with this specific purpose to be this companion, like, this little girl's best friend. It's the dumbest movie ever. This little girl's parents die, and she goes to live with her aunt. Her aunt's a genius, like an inventor or something. The aunt doesn't want to deal with the girl, doesn't put her in therapy. Instead, she creates this robot for her to be her best friend.
Lazy.
Dumb. Like, this girl is grieving. She's sad. She's depressed. The only person she'll talk to is Megan. Uh-huh. And Megan don't play about the girl. Like, they're talking around Megan one day, and they talk about death, but she's supposed to be powered down. She powers herself back up because she's interested. And she's like, well, what is death? And they won't tell her. So she's like, I'll just update my database myself. So she finds everything about death, and now she's evil. Like, she's activated. So whenever her little best friend, the human, whenever anybody does anything, I mean, they could look at her wrong. She's gonna kill them. Like, and then anybody that's telling the aunt when it gets to be a problem that it's a problem, she's killing them too.
Because how dare you say I have a problem? I'm just protecting my friend.
And she did all of this, like, on her own merit. Like, she outsmarted her, like, fail safety. Like, you know, you can, like, power it down. She outsmarts that. Like, you do it once, she's learned it, you can't do it again. Like, and I believe that's literally how it could go.
And they're making movies about this. It's just, like, it's just casually like, oh, this could be our future.
And that's what they're trying to do. Elon Musk talks about it all the time. He's an idiot.
I don't know why you whispered. Like, you don't have a mic attached to you right now.
He's an idiot. Oh, we are in trouble.
So, en uno de mis programas pasados, alguien preguntó si yo pensaba, o bueno, mis opiniones sobre tener inteligencia artificial. Yo pienso que es como se dice, los robots, inteligentes que saben todo, como maestros. Y las dos pensamos que sería mala idea porque, para empezar, los niños ya ahora estos días se han vuelto un poco... Like we had an issue coming up with the word in English, now I'm having an issue coming up with the word in Spanish. Pero el punto es que los niños necesitan que aprender más y tener esos robots no los va a ayudar de ninguna manera. Y luego nos estaba contando sobre una película que se llama Megan, y no sé si la han visto, pero yo no la he visto porque
I just told you the whole movie, though.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
I've seen it. Ya lo vi. Ya me sé toda la película. Pero el punto es que es una tía creó una muñeca inteligente para que sea amiga de una niña que sus papás se murieron y necesitaba ayuda y no la quiso llevar a terapia y luego se volvió loca la muñeca, que es un robot, like, this is all dumb. Y empezó a matar a todos. Entonces, por eso pensamos que es mala idea. It's a bad idea, and it shouldn't happen.
It's a terrible idea.
I mean,
defund AI for sure.
Spotify has like an AI DJ now, and I tried it out, and I was very hesitant because I also think like AI just freaks me out.
And you're learning. It's the learning as you go type. Like, don't learn about me. Like,
yeah, because the first day that I played it, I was like, this is so bad. Like, why are you choosing these songs for me? I don't even, like, when have you ever seen me? I'm like, Spotify mixes playlists for you. Why not choose a song from there? And then I kept listening to it, and now it's like I turn it on and it's like, here's your jam, and it plays my jam, and I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to. Like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm good.
I don't like it. I don't even want to like get on ChatGPT. I just found out like anybody can use it, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like,
so this my friend keeps telling me to get on there, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Nope, no. Or like your Snap AI, like I haven't talked to that.
Snapchat is always right on with the times. When something new happens, Snapchat makes sure to put it in their app. I haven't been on Snapchat in a long time. I will not be using their AI. I won't be using anybody's AI. No.
I feel like we already don't have any privacy. Like,
literally, like, I've given up all of my privacy for my iPhone so I can have my Face ID in my laptop so I can use my
fingerprint.
I think that's enough privacy of mine. I don't know.
Because it's like, now you have access to me.
Yeah, literally.
You can
like,
do whatever you want with that.
Ooh, but imagine, like, we all have our own FBI agents. Like, if we got on AI, like, our FBI agents would probably go really, really hard for us in giving us even more suggestions. I don't know.
Maybe our AIs aren't actually AIs. Maybe they're just
our
our
FBI agents. That's freaky.
So on my last episode, so in case you haven't checked out my last episode, you should check out my last episode because it was kind of a mess. But I had someone on my YouTube, someone named Brett, which like I don't even know a Brett, like going back and forth with me in the comments, and I'm like, who is this? Like,
why was he about what?
Just asking questions and making comments and saying like random things, and I'm like, I don't know who this is. Like, are you my FBI agent, Brett? Like,
right, are you trying to tell me something?
what are you here for? And then went back and deleted all the comments. So I was like, this is freaky.
That is so weird. And can people normally delete comments?
I don't know.
Huh.
Because the only person who ever comments on my YouTube feed is my mom, and my mom doesn't know how to do that. So it was like, I don't know if she knows. So I've never had it happen before, but it was like, Brett retracted comment. I'm like, what is that?
So why did you make them if you're going to take it back? That's like people on Instagram, like, unsend messages. Like, don't send it.
Just don't.
Just actually leave me alone. That would be great.
Don't show up in the first place.
That would be great.
Oh my god. I don't know. Life is weird.
To say the least.
What is your favorite moment with a student? Like, your all-time favorite moment that you've ever had with a student?
That's hard. I have a lot. That's hard. Okay, the first thing that just came to mind actually was before I even moved here. So, I guess my last year of undergrad, I had a job at actually an enrichment center. Mm-hmm. So, they kind of are my inspiration. Like, I love what we did there. I feel like I could probably do it a little better. But I love what we did there. So they have definitely been like a guiding light for where I am now. But I worked there as just like kind of like an assistant for the before and after care program. Like, I would help with homework and stuff like that. But in the summer, they did camps. So in the summer, like, you're basically there full time if you decide to. So I was the teacher full time. And that was like my first glimpse of like, like, it could be cool. Like, if it was like that, I probably would have stayed teaching forever, but it's not. But he wasn't even my student because I did second and third grade that year. And he had to be like preschool, kindergarten. But the way it worked, because it's literally the full day, so they would still get dropped off like it was before care because their parents had to go to work. So he would come in grumpy. Honestly, he wasn't socialized. His mom thought he was bad. Everybody kind of thought he was bad. And you know how that goes. Like, kids that are bad kind of, unless it's a real teacher, nurturer, loving type person there, like, they kind of get like played to the left. So people didn't really want to deal with him. But that was, I keep forgetting about this mic right here. That was like my guy, and I saw a lot of growth in him. And before, so my bosses were dealing with his mom and like trying to get her the resources as a parent on what to do and like help him grow and be socialized. But in the building, like, he would have these tantrums and like all of these moments he wouldn't want to participate, he wouldn't want to learn. But so they started sending him to me, like, I don't know what you be doing with him, but like, do something because we can't take this. So we had like a little mantra that we did together so that he could calm himself down. Like, it got to the point like he would start to do it himself. And he's like a little kid. So this is powerful skills, and he needed it so bad that I was glad to be able to be that for him. And nobody else was doing it. And you know me, you've been in the school with me. Like, I love the problem kids. Like, send them to me. I love them because they just need extra love and attention.
Yeah,
and I have it for for you. Like, you're so smart. You're so cool. You're so intelligent. You just mad. So, like, let's talk about it. Like, I'm mad too. What are you mad about? So, I guess everybody that I thought of after, his name was Damien. So, that was the first person I thought of. But everybody that I thought of after that are definitely, like, my problem kids. Yeah. And then I'm trying to think of somebody I have now with Tab, because I don't have any problem kids with them. But they're all so great. Like, actually, my favorite moment, if you've been on Instagram, you've seen Kai. She's like, I guess she's going to first grade. But she's so small and so cute and so much personality that just shows through. And she loves me. And I love her. And when we're reading, she gets very excited to read. We work at the library. She just grabs a book. We don't sit down. She just grabs it. If she likes the way it looks, she'll open it and start reading and sounding stuff out, which is cool. But we were reading a book, and I can't think of what the book is called. It might be in my phone, but it says something like, and I'll always read with you. Like, this is on the page. So she reads it, and then she's like, I'll always read with you. I'm like, this is so cute. And then there's another page, it says something about them having a blast. Like, we always have a blast together or something. She's like, that's like me and you. Like, we always have a blast. I'm like, hi, please. I'm sobbing. I'm crying. So that's my current fave moment. But being in the classroom, all my problem kids. Like, anything y'all ever did, I love you for it.
It's just so entertaining, too.
Because they're funny, like, and I think a lot of times adults rather, are so, like, stiff and rigid when it comes to kids, thinking, like, that's what you need to be. Like, no, you need to be open. You need to be honest. You need to be relatable. I think adults forget, like, you know, you were a kid.
You were a kid.
Like, you weren't always grown, so just giving them that room to feel understood, I think, is major. And that's what the problem kids need, like, to feel understood and, like, heard and loved on.
And not be referred to as problem kids, because they know and they are fully aware.
Literally, because you will have people in the building talking very negatively or talking down on these kids, and kids know, like, they have a really good sense, so they know how people feel about them. I feel like kids can sense if a person is a good person or not. Like, so they know how you feel about them. So why add fuel to the fire by being so, like, negative, so nasty?
And just because you say you love them the most doesn't make them feel more loved.
Right.
Because why?
Why do you love them the most? Because if I say they're my favorite, then I would be wrong. Like, I can't say I have favorites, which I think that's a crock of crap.
I think that's dumb.
Because
and my
I feel
kids
like everybody
know.
has favorites. Like, it's natural. We're humans. Like, you're going to gravitate and appreciate different things from different people. So,
yeah. I feel like I started off, like, as an educator, like, let me not have favorites, or let me not let my favorites be known. But now, like, kids will come up to me and they're like, well, you love so-and-so more. And I'm like, yeah.
like,
I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I mean,
yep.
You said it, not me.
Well, how come you always, like, give so-and-so a hug, but you never give me a hug? It's like,
no, it just happens that way. Such is life.
Because sometimes some kids need more hugs than others. And I like this one more, so.
And you definitely can't be hugging everybody. Like,
oh, God, no.
Unfortunately, sad truth. Yeah. I love y'all all, though. I love all the kids. You just can't all hug me. Don't touch me, actually.
I literally, like, probably the second to last day of school, everyone's, like, emotional, giving hugs, blah, blah, and I'm just like, please stay away from me.
Okay, but you talked about me in my announcement when I was quitting. I told the kids, you're so unemotional.
I was like, are you not gonna cry? Are you not gonna give them some hugs? Like, I didn't even make an announcement. I just stopped showing up.
Dude, I didn't really want to make that announcement I was thinking about this the other day. I should have made my announcement to, like, my kids that I started with.
Yeah.
Like, nothing against the last kids I had, I guess. But I should have made my announcement. But I also, like, once I made my mind up that I was leaving, I was already telling my favorites, like, very one by one. The ones who I wanted to know and, like, keep in contact for sure, they knew by the time I made my announcement, which I feel like is why it was also so dry. Like,
yeah. I've already had the emotions with the people I wanted to have emotions with.
Y'all are cool. If I see you in the street, I'll say hey. But it wasn't an emotional thing. And I don't know, when it's time to go,
it's time to go. I think we were all ready to go.
Yeah.
We just all started dropping like flies.
We said that's how it was going to happen, though. All it took was one, and that domino effect, like, it was very serious. But I love that for us. Like, everybody, all mine got up out of there with our sanity. Whew. It was close. I almost lost it.
We made it. We made it through. Oh, my goodness. So, le pregunté sobre su favorito momento con sus estudiantes. Nos contó sobre, you said Damien?
Yes, Damien.
Damien, que fue uno de sus estudiantes antes de que fuera maestra. Antes de que se graduara, ella trabajó en un programa donde los niños iban y ella le ayudaba con sus tareas y cosas así. Había un niño en prekinder o kinder, no se acuerda, pero un baby, que era un niño que las personas lo consideraban uno de los niños problemáticos. Que ya empezamos mal porque los niños no son problemáticos, pero un niño problemático. Y ella conectó con ese niño al punto donde las maestras, cuando ellos ya no sabían qué más hacer con él, lo mandaban con ella, y ella tuvo esa conexión con él para poder ayudarle a encontrar diferentes maneras para que él se calmara, porque a veces se enojaba o hacía cosas. Entonces ella le dio esa oportunidad de poder calmarse, conectar con ella, tranquilizarse y poder continuar. Entonces ese es uno de sus favoritos momentos. Otros momentos favoritos que tiene también son con otros niños que son considerados problemáticos. Las dos, la verdad, porque sabemos que los niños, algunos niños solo ocupan más amor, más atención, y necesitas que tener un buen corazón para poder hacer eso. Entonces, y ellos siempre saben, ellos saben cómo tú se sientes. Los niños son muy inteligentes y saben quién los quiere, quién no los quiere, qué es lo que piensan. Y en nuestra última escuela decíamos los niños que queremos más, que la verdad no cubre es buena intención decirlo así, pero los niños saben que tú los ves como alguien que es problemático, y ellos saben con quién pueden hacer, qué es lo que pueden hacer, y no ganas nada diciendo esas cosas, porque al final del día nosotros estamos ahí para ayudar a los niños, sin importar quiénes son los niños. Y ahora tiene una niña en su programa de tutorías que hace, y ella le gusta leer mucho. Un día ella recogió un libro y en el libro decía, siempre voy a leer contigo. Y le dijo a ella, como yo siempre voy a leer contigo. Y el libro decía, siempre nos divertimos. Y ella dijo, sí, como nosotras siempre nos divertimos juntas. Entonces ese ha sido uno de sus momentos favoritos recientemente. And since we're on the topic of TAP, do you want to tell us how that got started, what your plans are, what is it?
Okay. I'll try to go in order. Because you did not ask those questions in order. Because it's fine. But, okay, TAP, what is it? It's a student tutoring and enrichment program, which basically means, obviously, I think we know what tutoring is, just help with what you are doing content-wise in school. The enrichment part, I like to explain as bridging the gap between what you learn in a classroom and in real life. So, like, kids have ideas, they have thoughts, they have things that they like, and I feel like as children, you don't really get to explore those things. So that's what needs to be enriched. That's what enrichment is to me, like giving them those opportunities to figure out what they like, what they don't like. So when it's time to graduate, if you don't want to go to college, you don't feel like you have to go to college because you know you can do something else. Or if you do want to go to college, you know you want to go for this because you've had those experiences and those at-bats. So right now it's just a program. You know, I'm very mobile. I meet people literally all over the city. I've been all over this city in the last year or so, just with different clients and meeting different people. It started after I quit teaching. Actually, kind of immediately. I think I quit in June. Did we go to school in June? I finished the school year, and then I think I was incorporated by like October. But I feel like I don't take it back. Like, I feel like this is on my journey, but I feel like it was a little rushed how I did it. So now I know for sure like where I am. I'm like building up and repairing like that foundation that I laid down, rushing into something. And I probably rushed, not knowingly like panicking, but like low-key panicking because I quit my job. Like, I quit. And I'm not a quitter with nothing lined up. So I just quit. I was just in the wind. It was great. It was so much fun, but also very stressful because you can't do that forever. So yes, but the goal, I'm trying to think of all your questions. The goal is to move from program to center. So I want to have, or I will open very soon, a center where kids can come before and after school, all day in the summer, like I described. So the place that I worked at my last year of college was called Pee Wee Piano. So it's really like a music place. They just happen to have this program, and I love them. I love it there. It was in Maryland. It was great. But I'm taking a lot of the stuff that I learned and did there and trying to, you know, create those similar opportunities down here. So the center will be tutoring, but we'll have all types of courses. I should have brought my notebook. Like,
You knew you were going to talk about this.
I know. I should have brought my notebook. We'll have like cosmetology. We'll have astrology. We'll have STEM, sports. Just lots of different activities for the kids to go into and explore. And it'll honestly be very student voice driven because like I know only so much about what kids are interested in because I'm
no
not
longer
a child.
A kid.
I was gonna put my age out there. I'm not gonna do that. But so I want to know, like, what do you want to know? And I want to give you the space to learn that. And if it's something that sticks, it'll be something that's recurring. If it's not something that sticks, it can be something that we have like on a rotation,
seasonal.
Yeah, and I know so many people, like, that's my best, like, my favorite thing about building Tap down here, like, the network that I've created, my friends and things. I know so many people with so many different skills who can pour into these kids. They don't get to do sports all the time at school. They don't get to do arts and stuff all the time at school, but they deserve that space. Like, how else do you become, like, a well-rounded individual? So... That's Tap. Did I answer all your questions?
I think so. I don't even remember what my questions were at this point.
You didn't ask, but field day on Saturday, I'm sure that's coming
I
around.
mean, yeah, we're getting there. Pero le pregunté sobre su programa, que se llama TAP, en corto TAP, the Azalea Project. Empezó después de que terminó de trabajar en la escuela, salió de la escuela en junio y en octubre empezó su programa. Siente que empezó muy rápido, no empezó con una fundación concreta, pero ahora está trabajando en construir de nuevo este programa y hacerlo más grande, teniendo un centro donde va a poder hacer estas cosas. Ella hace tutorías y I don't know how to say enrichment in Spanish.
I'm gonna say I'll look it up.
I know, like, I used to Google Translate all the time in the last
use Google Translate.
Yes.
Spanish dict.
Dict. And if I knew how to spell.
Enrichment.
And crecimiento. Pero el punto es que ella quiere darle voz a los estudiantes, darle voz a los niños para ellos poder hacer lo que quieren hacer. En la escuela no tienen mucha oportunidad de hacer cosas que están interesados, entonces darles la oportunidad para hacer más deportes, hacer arte, hacer cosmetología, que es una de las cosas que quiere ofrecer en cuanto abra su centro. Y dice que ahora tiene una comunidad grande donde conoce a muchas personas que hacen diferentes cosas y ellos tendrían la oportunidad de ir y ayudarles a estos niños a aprender cosas que regularmente no tendrían la oportunidad de aprender. Y así, de esa manera, cuando se gradúen, saben, ok, quiero hacer esto después de graduarme, quiero ir a la escuela, quiero hacer otra cosa porque ya han tenido esa oportunidad de aprender sobre eso. Y I think that's everything. Pero darles esa oportunidad que no tienen, you know, which I think is like really important because, I mean, I know, and you mentioned, like, we didn't know what we were going to do after graduating. Like, we just happened to like kids, so we went into education. Right. It's like, I really could have ended up doing...
You could have done anything.
Anything, because I had no idea, and I never had that opportunity to, like, try different things.
I was actually just talking to one of my best friends about that maybe before I came here, just like, or maybe it was last night, but just doing things because that's what they told you to do is really a hard thing to come out of, because I always say, like, you get to college, you want me to pick my major, but just a couple months ago I had to raise my hand to go to the bathroom. Like, I couldn't trust myself or be trusted enough to get to the bathroom and get back. So it's just like, it takes way too much time and way too much mantling as an adult to learn yourself. And I feel like you're always learning yourself anyway. So, like, by the time you're 24, honestly, by the time you're 18, you need to know enough about yourself to know at least what direction you're going to take and not feel like you're just thrown into it, like thrown to the wolves. Or just doing things, going along with it because that's what they told you to do. Like, I feel like they told me to go to school. I went to school. And not to say school is not valuable. Definitely not what I'm saying. But, like, what I do, I probably I didn't need to go to school. Even going for PR, especially in this land of social media, I didn't need to go to school for PR. Like, I could have, if I wanted to be a social media manager, I could have done that, you know.
Off experience alone.
Yeah, but you don't allow that opportunity to have experience. Like, that's like these jobs on Indeed. Or, like, you need 20 years of experience, and I'm 20 years old. Like, I needed to come out of my mama with a hard hat on to be able to work. Like, I don't understand.
Honestly. Yep.
Nothing makes sense.
Like, I don't even know where to start. No es que la escuela no sea importante, pero muchas veces la gente, los niños, los adultos, a los 18 años, a los adultos, tienen que tomar esa, because you're an adult at 18, like, supposedly. Entran a la escuela porque es lo que siempre te han dicho. What's poppin'? We're talking about how school is school. Entras a la escuela porque es lo que siempre te han dicho. Tienes que ir a la escuela. Y no es que la escuela no sea importante, pero no tienes la oportunidad de tomar otro paso, hacer otra cosa porque solo estás haciendo lo que siempre te han dicho que hacer. Y soy un estudiante, right? Me acabo de graduar de la escuela. Hace una semana tuve que subir la mano para tener permiso para ir al baño y ahora quieren que yo decida qué es lo que voy a hacer con el resto de mi vida.
Right.
No, like, it doesn't make sense, you know? So, con el programa les pueden dar la oportunidad para hacer cosas, aprender quiénes son ellos mismos para mejor decidir qué es lo que van a hacer. I got it.
Round of applause. You did such a great job.
And so, what are your plans now with TAP? Aside from having a center, starting with Saturday.
Right. My plans right now are literally to get through Saturday. I'm so excited. Very hard work to have pulled this together in a couple months. But I guess my plans right now are just to continue getting more exposure, gaining more clientele. I have, you would be one of them. I have like tutors on standby, like ready for an influx. So like as of right now, I won't say it's been a one-woman show because I definitely have had to send clients to other tutors not under me, but still under the TAP name, which is very exciting. But it's normally like just me until I just don't have the schedule like bandwidth or whatever. But I want to get to the point where, and that's why I keep like, if you have a skill set that you feel strong enough to tutor, especially because we do all ages, like I'm always looking for people because I'm expecting that influx of clientele, like where, especially like with the school year coming up,
yeah, I
feel like, I was thinking about this the other day, I was kind of like praying about it, but like the summer has been kind of slow, which I'm not mad at it. I'm tired, I've been working very hard, but the summer is kind of slow, which is not something that I was anticipating. I was actually anticipating it being really busy. Because I feel like people will be looking for stuff to do with their kids.
Yeah, I definitely was like, I don't know what to do with these kids.
Yeah.
Put them in something.
But I feel like that was by design, like something bigger than me. In the school year, like this school year we're going into, I feel like it will be a very big influx. And once I hit a certain number of clients consistently, that's when I feel like I'll be comfortable to go ahead and just open the center up. Because it's very easy, going back to the beginning when I started, I was incorporated, I was looking at spaces, I was ready to sign leases, but I wasn't, like, for who? Like, yeah, what am I going to sign this lease for? So it's very easy to find spaces and find a center and things like that, and I'm glad I was able to experience that. But I'm not going to rush into that, so I'm just, waiting expectantly so that we can get it open. And we can have a place. I'm going to love that, though. I'm so tired of running around this city. Like, just have one place where we can all be and we can meet. And we can know, like, this is home base. This is where we do what we do. And that's exciting. So I'm hoping by next summer, we'll have a space.
Hopefully.
Yes. Yes.
So, el sábado va a tener un field day donde va a promover su programa para poder encontrar más clientela. ¿Sí se dice así? We're gonna go with that. Y en cuanto tenga más estudiantes en su programa, va a ser cuando empiece su centro. Y tiene tutores esperando que lleguen las personas, porque sí ya ha mandado a sus clientes a otras personas bajo el programa de TAP, pero nos tiene, because I am one of them, nos tiene esperando que llegue la gente, si tienen sus hijos que quieren que aprenda algo, déjenla saber, y para poder tener esos diferentes estudios, diferentes oportunidades, que aprendan diferentes cosas, porque conoce a muchas gentes que pueden enseñar diferentes cosas, y en cuanto tengan más niños, va a empezar a buscar su centro. Y estamos esperando que para el próximo verano sea cuando abra eso. Okay. Highlights for Saturday that you want to let the people know, because it is time to go.
Time to wrap it up. Okay, so Saturday, TAP Summer Field. Did I say Saturday? Yes. TAP Summer Field Day. It's a completely free event for the community, for the kids. We have actually a lot of stuff in store. We have free haircuts. We have free manicures for the girls. Snacks, water, rock climbing, a cardio circuit. Football, soccer. Mm-hmm. Probably some other stuff, honestly, because I keep buying stuff. But it's a completely free event, just to get out in the community. You'll get to meet, obviously, myself, but a lot of other entrepreneurs in the community that do a lot of different things. So it's definitely just something to get connected. Also, just get outside, have some free fun with your kids. Like, no money, you can't beat that. So
Saturday, what time?
Saturday, 3 to 5, Wood Chase Park. I actually have typed that address so much I think I know it by heart. Should I tell them the address?
Sure.
I believe it's Wood Chase Park. It's 3951 Wood Chase Drive. Yep, Houston, Texas, 77042. Make sure y'all come out. It's going to be so much fun. Ooh, we're going to have some cinnamon rolls. Ooh. What's wild is they're vegan. Make sure y'all get there for those, because I know they're going to go fast, but like some free vegan cinnamon rolls, if that's your vibe, there's going to be a lot of good stuff.
A lot of fun things.
Lots of fun in the sun, literally. It's going to be so hot.
Este sábado de 3 a 5 en Wood Chase Park va a tener su Field Day, un evento gratis para que puedan traer a sus niños. Vamos a tener diferentes cosas ahí. Vamos a tener cortes de pelo gratis, manicures, no sé cómo se digan, pero para que las niñas se hagan las uñas gratis, cinnamon rolls gratis, hagan sus cinnamon rolls, y
cardio,
rock climbing, cardio, fútbol americano y fútbol soccer, de todo. Vamos a tener diferentes cosas para que puedan hacer. Traigan a sus niños, salgan de la casa, vengan, van a conocer a Piper, para aprender sobre su programa. Van a conocer también a otras personas de la comunidad que tienen sus diferentes negocios, y los esperamos ahí.
Did you tell them you'll be there?
Yo voy a estar ahí haciendo entrevistas, so si quieren venir y estar en el podcast, I'll be interviewing, so if you want to be on my podcast, just cause, you know
where to find
pop up at Wood Chase Park. Y si no tienen otra pregunta, ya vamos a terminar. I'll give you 10 seconds, but thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. This was fun. It was a little nerve-wracking, but it was fun.
And thank y'all for tuning in, like always. I will not be live next week because I have prior engagements, but I'll be back the week after that, and then I'll be out of town after that. So you'll probably be getting some past videos on YouTube. But in case you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, go subscribe on YouTube. I do have season 1 unedited videos on there, which like never seen before. So go see those. And yeah, that's it. We'll see y'all on Saturday.
Yes, see y'all on Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
And this is the awkward part where I go and like end everything. Bye.